Welcome back to the Hannahcast YouTube channel, and today it is the Oscar nominations morning. I did make a little bit of a mistake. I thought the Oscar nominations were going to be at 8 o'clock. I didn't realize it was going to be 8:30. So I could have gotten an extra 30 minutes of sleep. And coincidentally, I have been awake for exactly 30 minutes. So I am tired. But today is going to be a big day. My God. Ugh. Leo tennis. Actually, let me try to... I need to figure out where to put this thing. Actually... What the... Yeah, let me try it this way. Okay, will the full members stream be able to watch later? So if I want to watch nominations on my own, I've never done this before. I hope so, but even if not, like I will say, I'm still editing the VOD into a video. Just like exactly how I did with the SAG Awards. You know how I did like a stream of that, but I still made that into like a video. I'm doing the exact same thing with the Oscar nominations. Today's the only day where I can quote "woman in the yard." Oh wow, 4 a.m. or 4:01. Damn. Thoughts on Danielle Brooks and Lewis Pullman presenting it? I think they're really good. I'm really excited. I do really like Danielle Brooks. Morning, Red Spice. Morning. You look tired, AF. You think? But yeah. Happy Oscar morning to you too, Red Spice, and good morning and happy Oscar nominations morning day. Oscar nominations morning day, huh? Yeah. Again, I'm tired. I'm so tired right now. Hopefully, within this hour and a half, I can get woken up. But yeah, still, good morning to you too, movie guy. Predictions on whose name will be butchered during the announcement. Oh, man. Probably any of, like, the director nominees. But then again, I don't know. Like, I don't think things are going to go completely wrong. Because, like, I will say, in recent years, the Oscars have kind of locked in and made sure the names are pronounced correctly. And it's not as chaotic as like the Golden Globes anymore. So yeah, fuck it. I'll just put these here. What if they present 2 honorary awards this morning? I mean, like, I don't know if they're gonna do that because there's not really any nominees. Hi, Tired Cast. Hi, ZJ13 Goat. Hi. Is this all noms at 5:30 or some before that, and the main ones at 5:30? No, they usually, like, the Oscars, luckily, for past many years, have done them all in one go, the nominations. So that's how it's gonna be, I think. Like, it's all gonna be done in one go. The one time working nights is good. Just got off work and can go to sleep after. Yeah. Oh yeah, look. Oh, by the way, guys, if you Easty. What? Oh no, that's Elizabeth. No, that's Leo Tennyson. God, I still cannot. I am not processing things at all correctly. But still, Leo Tennyson and ZG13 Go. They have They have Oscar cast emojis. Now, what is that? Well, those are the things that you get if you become a member. For $2 a month, you get to become a member where you get like loyalty badges, members only emojis that you can use in chat and in live chats and even YouTube comments. You get members only videos, members shoutouts at the end of my videos, early access to Oscar predictions videos, and just a lot of videos in general. Members only live chats, which I try to do every Monday now. And members only Discord server access. Now I will, and I will. So yeah, please consider becoming a member, or if you are a member, you do like there are opportunity. You are able to gift memberships, which is great. And we have a super chat goal today, if we can reach it. It's a super chat goal of 10, and so even though we only have like an hour and a half to do it. Well, technically we have an hour on the official like clock thing, but you know. I'm going to be streaming until about maybe, I'll say 8:20, like about 10 minutes before the Oscar thing. But then what's going to happen is I'm going to switch this over to being a members stream once 8:20 rolls around, because what's going to happen is like it's basically going to be like the SAG Awards where, where I do where like I am going to react live, like to the Oscar nominations for members, and then like take 5 minutes for questions afterwards. But then once I'm done streaming, what I will do is edit that into a video that will be available publicly for everyone. Just like how I did with the SAG Awards, like members got to see my live reaction to everything, like actually live. But however, they will get to see it live and interact with me a bit. But however, obviously, the actual video itself, once it's all edited, will be available for free, because I'm not going to make people pay to watch something that they already get for free. The interactivity of it all that's the part that's going to be the part for members. So yeah, I'm really excited. Bye, denying one bite after another. Bye. No. God, if we can actually have one battle after another, like, underperform and Sinners overperforms, oh, I'd be so happy. I'm ready but nervous for the nominations. I am too. I need Ryan Coogler in director. I need him in. Not that I really want more, but what's one category you'd add? Not counting stunts, because they're coming. At that point, I think I'd be kind of good, except let's just split sound into... Like, let's split sound back into, into, like, sound editing and sound mixing again. Let's just split the sound categories, and honestly, I'm good. In terms of just purely Oscar categories, that's the one... That's the one where I'm just like, you know what? What is your riskiest predictions? I'm not sure. Actually, I just realized I need to pull up Award Expert. I have not done that. God, again, I'm so tired. I only got like 6 hours of sleep last night. If that. We'll try to see what that is. I am scared for that 10th slot. I do not think it's accident. I do, I'm just not buying the rest of the competition. I'm not buying the PGA. I'm just not gonna buy PGA. I just do not buy it. So you got 6 or 7 hours of sleep. My riskiest predictions are F1 makes Best Picture, Secret Agent misses Best Picture, Mora misses Actor, Grande gets nominated, and Plemons gets nominated. Again, the problem is I just can't do F1. F1, it's a big blockbuster that got PGA. They always nominate PGA films. No, the PGA always nominates blockbusters for Best Picture. That, if it wanted to show strength, it would have shown strength other places. Who do you think will get the most Oscar nominations? Well, if we go on to Award Expert, I predict that One Battle After Another and Sinners will tie the all-time record of 15. Now, will that actually happen? I'm not sure, but I just don't have enough alternatives. So, yeah. No Other Choice is going to be Decision to Leave all over again. Park Chan-wook is going to get snubbed. I think it's going to be fine in international feature. The reason why I'm still going for the Neon 5 in international feature, I'm still going for the Neon 5 because none of the other films are convincing enough for me to predict them. They're just not. They're just not convincing enough. Because this top 5, they are the only ones competing in other categories. You know, you got Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, and It Was Just an Accident competing for Best Picture. You have No Other Choice, at least to some extent, in the conversation for Adapted Screenplay, and got nominated for Comedy Musical Picture at the Golden Globes. And then you have Surat, which has like 5 Oscar shortlists, which isn't nothing if you're an international film. That's not nothing. And nothing else has any other, like, potential for nominations. I think really the only argument you can make for these films not getting nominated is just, like, it'd be really weird if Neon got all 5 slots, but that's just the situation. Neon just happened to get all 5 of them, and they played their cards right. Nothing else is as high profile as these 5 films. How many films will get nominated in total? I have a total of 47 films getting nominated, including doc and short categories. I have no idea. Ready to See Trier get snubbed. Again, that's probably that's a bad mistake to make. If there is a snub in director, it's not going to be the top international director. It's just not. It's just not. Again, European Film Awards, that category is really, really, really correlative with a Best Director nomination. Like, when it comes to who wins Best Director there, they usually win Best Director at the Oscars, and it happens a lot. And so, that's not a good, like, I would not say that's a very sound prediction. I see, because I see the voice of Henry Job getting potential, especially with Hollywood actors like Joaquin Phoenix executive producing the movie. I thought it could get some attention. I mean, maybe, but it's also like, you know, it didn't get nominated at Critics' Choice. Hell, not only did it not get nominated at Critics' Choice, but the Critics' Choice literally changed the rules to where if an international film gets nominated for Best Picture, it's ineligible for international feature. And so even then, it still didn't get nominated there. I just don't know. So 14 nominations is the record. I guess it's a bit easier this year with the added casting category. Yep. That's what's really interesting about it. I am really curious about what's going to happen there. I think that also means there's a possibility that Emilia Perez would have gotten 14 nominations last year. And not only that, but when you have the stunt category coming in a couple years, it's like, that's going to be a new category to take into consideration. Ugh. Chances for No Other Choice in screenplay. I guess by default, it has to be like, oh god, like, okay, yeah. By default, it's gonna have to be either 6 or 7. But it's like, because like nothing else is really that strong. Yeah. Yeah, it probably, like No Other Choice, I think, is probably like really close to that nomination. But again, I do wonder if Nuremberg can happen. That's also what I'm really looking out for. It's like, because my thing is, why did Nuremberg get into the BAFTA shortlist for Best Film without being a British film? Because I looked it up. That is a fully American production. Why did they shortlist it? Why did they shortlist it for Best Picture? If it was just some random British film like I Swear or The Ballad of Wallace Island, okay, fine, yeah, whatever. This is an American film. Why'd they longlist that? I'm very curious about that. That's one where I'm just like, Does the announcement take place on YouTube? Yes. Do you really think that Sinners will not get supporting actor or visual effects? I'm not predicting it. Supporting actor because I just really feel... Oh, hold on. I don't think it's going to get supporting actor because this 5 is so unshakable, and I can't figure out who I would snub to put, like, either Miles Caton or Delroy Lindo in. And visual effects, I'm just not convinced by the visual effects thing. It's like, there's no, like, it didn't perform that well at VES. It got, its only nomination was supporting visual effects, which was the easiest category it could have possibly gotten into. And that was it. There was no other nominations. And I'm not going to buy the argument that, you know, oh, well, it's just that strong of a contender. It could get in. That's never happened. Like, movies does... Like, people always say, well, it could get into visual effects just for, you know, being that big of a contender. But it's like, that's never actually worked. Movies don't get nominated for visual effects because they're big Best Picture contenders. If anything, the exact opposite happens. Like, the visual effects branch will gleefully and gladly snub Best Picture films for visual effects. Just ask The Substance. Just ask Oppenheimer, Poor Things, Everything Everywhere All at Once. What was it? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, Nightmare Alley. And yes, people were trying to predict Nightmare Alley for visual effects. Doesn't make sense to me, but they were trying to do that. I remember them doing that. Mank, that like, people thought that would get visual effects. Ford v Ferrari, that was like in the conversation for visual effects for some reason. Then there was also Black Panther. That was like, people thought that was going to get visual effects. There was also Dunkirk, The Shape of Water, Arrival. All these movies were thought to maybe get visual effects at the Oscars because they're big Best Picture contenders, and they did not happen. So, you know, like, just because something is strong in Best Picture does not mean it's a get into visual effects free card. That's not how it works. And Sinners is no exception. I don't think it's going to get into visual effects. There's not really enough that crazy... There's nothing really that... Like, there's nothing enough that's that crazy going on. Ex Machina won that category not that long ago. Well, actually, that was 10 years ago, so that actually was long ago. But also, like, I don't really think that's remotely comparable to Sinners, because like, Ex Machina really did have a difficult really did have some innovative visual effects. Like, the shots were very long, so I mean, just watch visual effects artists react and see them talk about Ex Machina and like how they had to do all the micro movements of everything. Like, for example, when she's holding up that piece of paper, like, you see her arms, or even like sort of like how my arms are doing, they're slightly moving because that's how people are, and that requires such a careful level of detail, and it's really hard to figure out. Like, that, like, Ex Machina was, like, really, like, it doesn't look like it, but it was really, really, like, inventive visual effects technology and skill. But again, which is not really Sinners. Sinners is kind of doing a lot of things that you see in a lot of movies, like, you know, sky replacements, background replacements, even the twin effects to an extent. I mean, it's just like when they're like splitting the screen, and like, for example, when there's that scene where like they're passing the cigarette, it's like, that's just good timing. That's not really crazy visual effects work. So yeah, I'm not buying Sinners in visual effects. I just do not. Again, I think if you want to be right in your visual effects predictions, you go with this 5. Avatar, The Lost Bus, because The Lost Bus is so locked at this point, it's not even funny. Superman, F1, and Wicked for Good. Like, I've said this from the beginning. Like, not being in Best Picture, not being in Best Picture is not going to hurt Wicked in visual effects. Like, this is one of the only categories where it doesn't matter if it's in Best Picture or not. It could still get the visual effects category, because that, like, the visual effects branch, they don't care if you're in Best Picture. It performed about as well at VES as the first Wicked. There's more extensive, crazy visual effects sequences going on, like with the animals and the twister. The entire lower half of Tin Man's body, I think, must have been replaced with CGI. Like, there's a lot of visual effects work going on in Wicked, more so than the first, and it's even more impressive. So this is, I feel like you gotta have this in your visual effects 5. I have Frankenstein. Oh, Frankenstein's done in visual effects. You still have time. You gotta take Frankenstein out. The only Best Picture film, the only Best Picture nominated film to completely blank at VES and still get a nomination for visual effects at the Oscars was All Quiet on the Western Front. And that's because there wasn't much of a campaign for that film until the last second. So they probably didn't even have enough time to see the movie. All Quiet on the Western Front is the only Best Picture nominated film that blanked at VES and still got the Oscar nomination. Frankenstein, however, is not All Quiet on the Western Front. It is not All Quiet on the Western. It is just not All Quiet on the Western Front. It is significantly more it is visible. People know what Frankenstein is. It's been campaigned since day one. So I'm gonna explain. All right, I've been on a lot of forums to see the reactions to the bake-offs, and here's what I've noticed. Let's see what you have to say. Although I do have some thoughts. F1, Avatar, and Lost Bus seem to have a very good bake-off. I will. The problem though, I feel like, is like the bake-offs only tell you so much, because sometimes what happens at the bake-offs doesn't really tell you the whole story. Because I remember it was reported that Christopher Robin, no, hold on, what is a bake-off? A bake-off is basically it's a presentation of the visual effects films in the short list. The content, in the actual, people on the visual effects ticket that would be nominated for the Oscar if they were to get the nomination. They do a presentation, talk about the visual effects in the film. That's what the bake-off is. Tron Ares and the Electric State weren't particularly impressive, and Jurassic World was impressive in certain aspects, but the rest seemed too basic. But here's the problem: the bake-offs don't tell you everything, because I remember they were saying Superman seems fine. I think it's funny that in 2016, Christian Bale, Rooney Mara, Alicia Vikander, and were all nominated as leads at the Golden Globes, but as supporting at the Oscars. Oh wait, I didn't realize this. Christian Bale was lead at the Golden Globes? That's crazy. Chance of F1 or Weapons gets the nomination for Best Picture. I don't think they're happening. PGA always nominates big blockbusters, and these two have had no major Best Picture precursors leading up to PGA. That's not good enough for me. That's not good enough. People keep comparing F1 to Ford v Ferrari when it's not the same. It's not the same. Ford v Ferrari was always known to be a big contender, because one, you had James Mangold, a constant Oscar staple, directing the film. You had what was it? You had man, my brain work. It was nominated for Critics' Choice for Best Picture, and also Christian Bale was like really thought to be in there for Best Actor, like somewhere, because he got nominated at the Golden Globes and SAG. So the film had above the line potential, and it was getting Best Picture nominations elsewhere. So I just don't think F1's gonna be that. Oh, okay, but why would the information about those bake-offs be available online? Well, journalists, basically they talk with visual effects artists, and they basically, like, they get the tea, sis. They get the tea. He and Steve Carell were both nominated for lead comedy actor of the Globes. Ooh. Weapons isn't really a blockbuster in the traditional sense, but it is, but you know what I mean? It's a very big, populist, blockbusting kind of film. It's not action, but it's still big and populist and made a lot of money, which PGA really likes. So I'm hesitating between Sinners and Frankenstein, and the fact that Sinners is missing from BAFTA worries me more than lack of nominations for Frankenstein. Sinners seems to impress with its dual actor technology, and Frankenstein seems to have appealed to older voters with its model work. But here's the problem. Okay, here's the problem with going only off of the Bake Off. All right, like you can't like the Bake Off only tells you so much because like, the Bake Off only tells you so much. Because I remember, back in 2018, it was reported that Christopher Robin's Bake Off was not really that impressive. Voters were not really that impressed. And then just a couple years ago with Jurassic World Dominion, that film, with Jurassic World Dominion, like, that was like one of the show-stopping events. With its, like, blending of practical and CGI effects, and that did not get nominated, whereas Christopher Robin did. It's like, the Bake Off only tells you so much, and let's be fair here, not everyone is there. Not, like, at the actual Bake Off, it's like, not everyone is there. So, I don't know. And it's like, with the dual actor technology, I mean, they're probably, like, impressed, like, oh, that's cool, but it's also, like, it's still not that crazy in terms of, like, twin technology. And sure, maybe Frankenstein appears to have appealed to the older voters with its model work, but again, when have we actually seen that actually work? Because we always hear about, like, oh, the older voters like the practical effects. So it's like, okay, but then how come every year we always see, like, big CGI stuff get nominated? Like, again, Jurassic World Dominion was praised for its use of, practical effects, and that didn't get nominated. So it's like, Frankenstein, it's just not a good idea, because it completely blanked at VES, and the only film to blank at VES, no, the only Best Picture nominated film to blank at VES and still get the Oscar nomination was All Quiet on the Western Front, and that just did not have a campaign up to that point. I'm still tossing up. Do I put F1 or Avatar in the 10th slot for Best Picture? Neither, especially not Avatar. Like, what evidence is there to show that Avatar is getting into Best Picture? Like, I don't think F1 is getting in, but at least it has PGA, which is not good enough. You shouldn't protect F1 either. But Avatar has nothing. Like, if anything, it's only, like, it's barely performed. It hasn't made any sound guilds so far. It made so few BAFTA longlists to where it didn't even get longlisted for production design. It's like, no way. Like, Avatar in Best Picture is like, no way in the world is that happening. Like, it's just like, no. Avatar is dead. It is so dead in Best Picture. Like, I don't know, I see American voters liking Avatar more than the Brits. Then how come the Americans haven't voted for it? Like, the Critics' Choice Awards didn't vote for it. The PGA, which always goes for the blockbusters, didn't nominate the billion-dollar grossing Avatar 3. And some people might, and before anyone tries to say, well, I mean, maybe they didn't see it yet. It's like, it was the same amount of time it took between Avatar: The Way of Water and you know, it wasn't out by the time critics were nominating. Well, no, I think it was screening for critics, and also no one said this like when Avatar: The Way of Water came out. Avatar: The Way of Water didn't that movie did the exact same thing, and it still got nominated. It's like, what? People just don't like this Avatar movie as much as the other ones. It's gotten significantly worse reviews. It's in the 60s on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like, no. Avatar, yeah, exactly. Easty is right. Like, if Avatar were somewhat in the conversation, it would have made PGA. Like, even if you want to make the argument of, oh, it wasn't out by the time critics were nominating, okay, then how come it didn't make PGA? Because by the time PGA happened, that movie that was definitely out. Everyone had seen Avatar up to that point. Why didn't PGA nominate it for Best Picture? Also, I have some good news, guys. I'm finally seeing Hamnet tomorrow. And I guess I could probably try to see if I could see Avatar Fire and Ash, maybe. So, but mainly Hamnet is the big thing. So, yeah, I'm finally seeing, even though it took until like the day after Oscar nominations, I will have finally been seeing Hamnet, the final Best Picture film in the conversation right now. Has any film ever gotten to Best Picture without any precursor? Critics' Choice, Golden Globe, PGA, BAFTA, or even SAG Ensemble? Last year with I'm Still Here, it didn't get any Best Picture nominations before then. So, yeah. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, yeah, I guess, like, I'm trying to think. Phantom Thread also did this. Phantom Thread, yeah, that was one that did this. I think in a year of 10, we could have seen Cold War and maybe another round get in. I think that could have maybe happened. Do you have the exact same nominations for both costume and production design? No, I do not, I believe no. Because... okay, so I have Frankenstein, Sinners, and Hamnet for both production design and costume design. But the last two slots are different for both of them. For production design, I have Marty Supreme and Begonia. And for costume design, I have Wicked and One Battle After Another. So, yeah. Maybe I'll switch it out for F1. Again, I don't even think F1's a good enough... because F1 does have PGA, but that's also just not really... That's also just, like, you know, not really, good enough. Like, lone PGA for a blockbuster, like, that doesn't happen. Blockbusters don't get nominated when they only have a PGA. They just don't. It didn't work for, like, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. It didn't work for Wonder Woman. It didn't work for... Trying to think of what else. I guess Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, that didn't happen. Even though that got PGA nominated. It's Star Trek, the J.J. Abrams' 2009 Star Trek, so it's like, yeah. I swear, if I take out Avatar and it gets in, will you give me $10? No, I want $10. No, I'm not agreeing to anything. I'm the one who needs money. Look at, and guys, if you want to help support the channel, then, I mean, either send some super chats or consider becoming a Hannahcast channel member. Or you could go to the Ko-Fi link right here and, you know, support us that way, but yeah. Nuremberg and Alto Knights don't seem to have impressed with their makeup bake-offs. Frankenstein and Coco seem to have impressed. Again, like, again, it's one of those things where it's like oh, hold on. For some bake-offs, Superman and Wicked didn't seem to have impressed. F1 seemed to have been the best. Sure, but again, just remember, I mean, the bake-offs don't tell you everything. They don't tell you everything. If one battle gets costume design, it will have overperformed. Yeah. Is F1 really that beloved to get into Best Picture? I don't think so. Because here's the problem. When it comes to those last two slots, it's usually passion picks. And do we really think, like, some people have been also bringing this up, and I don't know why I haven't brought it up either. It's like, do we really think F1 is going to get #1 votes? Like, who out there is saying F1 is the best movie of the year? Sure, you could say it's like, maybe it might be like, most likely F1's going to be like in like your lower, in like the lower tens. And I don't think, those are not usually the ones that squeak in. Like, usually the ones that squeak in are the films that have a lot of passion behind them. Like American Fiction, like The Zone of Interest, or Anatomy of a Fall, or Nickel Boys, or Women Talking, even Triangle of Sadness. Like, that like, the people who like that movie really, really love it and say it's one of the best films of the, like one of the top best films of the year. So it's like, F1's just not really that. I mean, it might appear in some top 10s, but in terms of the way how Oscar ranking, like how Oscar voting works in terms of nominations, it doesn't really, it's not going to get a lot of #1 votes. I think if you're going to be like a fringe Best Picture contender that's just trying to get in, I don't think that's good enough. What film would do better on a preferential ballot, Weapons or F1? I have no idea. But again, I just don't think it's going to happen. Every shortlisted category has a bake-off. I'm interested on how a cinematography bake-off would be. I'm not sure if every shortlisted category has a bake-off. I mean, because, like, I don't know if, so I would not know, but what... Did American Sniper get anything outside of Critics' Choice Best Action Film before the Oscars? Well, I wouldn't even count Best Action Film at Critics' Choice. No. Well, no, it did get PGA, and yes, that was lone PGA. But you also have to consider that was a very late release. You know, that was a very, very late releasing film. F1 doesn't really have that issue. F1's been out since the summer. It's been visible. It's just no one has had the passion to nominate it. And with American Sniper, I just don't think it American Sniper is just not a good comparison to F1, because it is just, yeah, it's just like, yeah, American Sniper was a very late December release, and F1 has been out since the summer. I have Wicked getting into Best Picture. Oh god. I know it's a risk, but it's still getting a ton of tech awards, an acting award. It will be in for cast. And made the most money. Up there with Avengers. Wait. Up there with Avengers. Well, for one, Avengers didn't. Wicked did not make Avengers level money, not by a long shot. But even then, the Avengers didn't get nominated for Best Picture. Like, what? But also, it's just like, no, Wicked, take Wicked out. That's not happening. No, it's only performed worse as the season went on. Like, it gets nominated for less and less awards at every precursor. Even PGA didn't nominate Wicked. What Wicked is Mary Poppins Returns. It's gonna get like a couple of texts, maybe 3, at best 4. And I don't think Ariana Grande is gonna be nominated, because I don't think Ariana Grande is gonna be nominated, because when the ship starts sinking, and it's sinking, like, like, or like Ariana Grande is not going to be able to hold on. Like, no, I just cannot imagine. I hope Wicked for Good or Avatar Fire and Ash should win Best Picture of the Year. Oh, this is not going to be a good morning for you, I bet. So, yeah, I think F1 getting 7 nominations at Critics' Choice plus NBR top 10. PGA top 10. I think it's definitely on the cusp. Okay, NBR does not matter. Alright, NBR, if I'm not mistaken, didn't like Gladiator 2 get nominated for NBR? Like, I think Gladiator 2 got nominated for NBR, and that got like 1 nomination at the Oscars. Like, not even Denzel Washington was able to hold on. It's like, I don't know. I would not use NBR, like, because like they always nominate the big popular American blockbusters. And if you wanted to use that argument, well, if you want to use the argument of, you know, NBR, well, you could say Avatar and Wicked got in, so why not? So it's like, it's just not like NBR. Never trust NBR for that. No, not when it comes to like big American blockbusters. Yeah, Gladiator 2, Furiosa, Queer, and Baby Girl were on NBR. Yeah. I just can't do that. That doesn't mean those films weren't on the cusp. What I'm saying is NBR just does their own thing, and it doesn't really matter. My point is, you shouldn't really take NBR with much of a... Or you should take NBR with a massive grain of salt. Like, it's not even a grain of salt. It's like a fucking boulder of salt. Critics' Choice has more so has correct predictions out of BAFTA and Globes. Well, I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, like, because let's see. Sing Sing didn't get nominated for Best Picture. Saltburn didn't get nominated for Best Picture. The Color Purple didn't get nominated for Best Picture. Glass Onion didn't get nominated for Best Picture. RRR didn't get nominated for Best Picture. Tick Tick Boom didn't get nominated for Best Picture. I mean, I can go on and on and on, but yeah. Where do you expect a surprise? Well, obviously director, because director that always shows us that always gives us a surprise. So, Tick Tick Boom sucked big time though. Most people loved Tick Tick Boom actually. The vast majority of people love Tick Tick Boom. It got nominated at Golden Globes, Critics' Choice, PGA. Andrew Garfield got nominated for lead actor. It's like, you look up the reviews and stuff, people really love Tick Tick Boom. So, like, yeah. Frankenstein's Bake Off, I'm assuming this is for casting, relied too heavily on its star actors. The last-minute search for a Garfield replacement gave the impression of an unstable cast rather than something carefully managed. Things like that just happen. Like, what? Like, Andrew Garfield had to... Andrew Garfield had to leave due to scheduling issues. It's not like some crazy thing like, oh, it was a train wreck, and like it was everyone was so unstable. It's like stuff like that just happens where like something comes up. It's like, oh man, I'm not able to do this. It's like, I don't know. I think that's panicking a little bit too much. To be honest. But yeah. When will you start making next year's predictions? Well, certainly after this year's Oscars, so... Acting nominations are announced in alphabetical order of the actors' names, right? Yes. Although director is done by... Like director is announced by the film title. Also, it's weird. The Oscars, when it comes to numbers, like when it comes to number titles, they will go by how it's spelled in terms of letters. For example, 1917 confused the hell out of me because you would think the numbers would be like the titles with numbers would be the first ones on top, but no, for the Oscars, it's like they put it in the 9. Like, it was like considered 9 for them because like it's because 19 starts with an N, but it's very weird. I don't get that. I'm a madman predicting Kokuo and makeup. That'd be crazy if that happened. Ooh. I can't really do it right now. I can't really do Kokuo and makeup because the thing is, the makeup branch prefers prosthetics. They prefer prosthetics. I just can't do it. Let's see. Gonna head out, meeting with some friends after the noms. Bye, Leo Tennyson. Bye. BAFTA nomination predictions. That'll be after the Oscar nominations. I'll try to get to working on that after the Oscar nominations. So, yeah. When did you start predicting the Oscars? Full on, I would say maybe during the Oppenheimer years when I really locked in. Although I did try predicting the Oscars a little bit the previous year for the Everything Ever All at Once year. But, however, I didn't know quite how it was done. Like, I just listed my predicted nominees in alphabetical order, but, yeah. Watching this in my editing class in college, I shouldn't do it, but I'm desperate to watch them read out live. Whew, man, I'm nervous. I need one, but no, I need Sinners to get 15 nominations. Give me 15 nominations for Sinners. That is what I want. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme. I want Sinners getting 15 nominations. But yeah. And I need Ryan Coogler to get director. Come on. We need Ryan Coogler. Give us Ryan Coogler and director. Gimme. My God. We are almost there. We are 40 minutes away from Oscar nominations. Where is the makeup in Marty and Nuremberg? Admittedly, I don't know what the makeup is in Nuremberg. Like, I know people have been saying, oh, they made, that they made Russell Crowe fat. It's like, I don't think that's makeup. And then with Marty Supreme, they actually did like a bunch of acne on him and acne scars. It is kind of cool, but I don't think it's enough to get a nomination. I don't think so. Whew. God, I am nervous. I am nervous. I need. And it's also 9 minutes, and you have probably less than 9 minutes until award, like the Oscar nominations predicting closes on Award Expert. Yeah, you have less than 9 minutes until predictions are closed. It's now or never. You guys have any last minute switches? I feel pretty content in my predictions. I feel pretty content. But ooh. Watch everyone miss from sentimental value except Stellan. Wouldn't that be something? Yeah, that's not happening. No, that is not going to happen. Are we going to hear the Oscar nominations in this video? Okay, the way it's going to work is when it's like 10 minutes before the Oscar nominations, this will switch over to being a members stream, because I'll react to the nominations live for members. But then and then take 5 minutes for questions afterwards. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that video, edit it down, or take that stream, edit the reaction down into an actual video with the fun reaction edits and stuff, and put that up for everyone publicly. Just like how I did the SAG Awards. Just like it was a live reaction and interactivity with the members, but I edited that into an actual video. So, like, regardless, you're still going to get the video. But if you want the live aspect of it all, like actually seeing me react to them live, then consider becoming a member. For $2 a month, you get perks like that, and you also get, loyalty badges, members-only emojis, members-only videos, members shout-outs, members access. You also get early access to videos, members-only live chats I do every Monday, and members-only Discord server access. So, yeah. Let's see. Oscar Expert is an expert at reacting to the Oscars. He really is. Also, I will say I'm gonna pee. I need to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. We back. All right. Oh my god. 5 minutes until award expert closes, at least in terms of the thing. And I just realized in the goal, the super chat goal, we have not gotten a single super chat, and we have 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Can we get any super chats? Oh my god. No. We need super chats. Let's see. Weapons and Blue Moon for original screenplay. I'm not predicting weapons for original screenplay, but oh my god, I am looking out for Blue Moon. Because I will say this, if there's any film that could like be a threat for a Best Picture nomination, it is Blue Moon. Blue Moon could very well do that. Like Blue Moon, because like we got an acting nomination, and Sony Pictures Classics, they love to pull a big surprise. So I am actually wondering if Blue Moon can pull off a Best Picture nomination, and it gets into screenplay. Like, God. And plus, agreed. I also have Blue Moon like 12th. I have Blue Moon at 11th. Yeah. It seems like a lot of us are really wondering if Blue Moon can make it. But yeah. What the? Yo! Thank you so much, Higgins C, for the super chat. Thank you so much. Buy one battle, bye. I hope so. I hope we can say buy one battle. Everyone, give Higgins super chat a like, and if you're a member, send those blue Hannahcast heart emojis their way. We wanna send love to the people that we want to send love to the people that help support the channel. So thank you. Thanks. What? Wait, what? Huh? Oh, Willie Rose just subscribed. Thank you so much for for subscribing. Oh my god. Ah! It is over! Oscar nomination predicting for nomination... Oscar nomination predicting on a war expert, I think, is now closed. Oh, wait. Oh. Yep. There we go. Ah! It crashed. Yeah, bye reactions, bye. Yeah, predicting is over. It is now time. Now we just wait. Hannahcast, tell me a number randomly, please. 67. Also, there's an H at the end of Hannah. It's a palindrome. It's spelled the same way forwards and backwards. Ah! Ah! Really rooting for Kate Hudson. Kate Hudson was honestly very good in songs sung blue. She was. Okay, for some reason the award expert is being weird, but then again, like, I guess it's expected. It's probably like everyone. I'm willing to bet everyone is just on it right now. Might be over flooding the servers. All right. Award expert predictions. A number between 1 and 9. 6 or 7. 6. But yeah. Yeah, these are my predicted films for Best Picture. One Battle After Another, Sinners, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, Begonia, Frankenstein, Train Dream, Secret Agent, and There Was Just an Accident. And then on the outside looking in, we have Blue Moon, No Other Choice, Nuremberg, Nouvelle Vogue, Surratt, Weapons, F1, Wicked for Good, J. Kelly, War of the Worlds. We all know War of the Worlds is winning Best Picture. Where's your One Battle After Another beanie? It's not a beanie, it's not One Battle After Another, Easty, don't make me angry, Easty. But no, I do have the beanie right here, but it's not a One Battle After Another beanie. It's just a regular beanie because my hair sucks. I might try to get a haircut later this month at some point. I might try to do that. Bye, Sinners, bye. No, we're going to say hi to Sinners. Sinners is going to do well. Still, I am nervous. I need Sinners to do well. Again, we need Ryan Coogler in director. Give us Ryan Coogler. Hello, Adeo. Good morning. If No Other Choice misses international film, I'm never predicting Park Chan-wook film again. I just have to believe it's still getting in, because it's still very Oscar-friendly. I just realized that Nuremberg is Sony Pictures Classics. Yeah. Sinners is getting 16 nominations. I don't know about 16. Yo! I'm not going to say the name, but, you know, because it's apparently your actual name. But thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the support. For the tip. Thank you very much. And no, Sinners, like, we're not saying bye to Sinners. We're going to say hi to Sinners. I will say, I don't think... You know, I don't think Sinners is getting 16 nominations. Mainly because I just don't think it's going to get... Unless, like, there's, like, a supporting actor that surprises. But I like, for example, for visual effects, I don't think it's going to happen. 16 or 17. I'm sorry. Easty! Easty! Oh, it's you? Well, thank you very much for the tip. Testament of Ann Lee surprise? No, that film is dead. I mean, I would be I would be pleasantly shocked if I would be pleasantly shocked if Amanda Seyfried actually ended up happening. I'm not expecting it. I'm not expecting her to, though. I gave you the number to choose. Huh? Oh, that's what you meant. Oh, damn it, I should have said 10. I should have said 10. You chose 6. Damn it. I didn't know it was a money thing. If I knew it was a money thing, I would have picked more. I'm sad. Do you have both Sinner songs but no Wicked songs? Yep, I'm not doing Wicked and Song. Because again, the trajectory of Wicked for Good is just going down, and everyone always the constant thing I keep hearing is that the original songs are some of the weakest aspects of the film. So I just can't really do it. I feel like, and I feel, whereas with Sinners, I feel like it's just like, again, it's a much stronger film. I think it's just going to get those 2 songs. You would have chosen $67. Exactly! I thought Testament of Ann Lee was directed by Ang Lee. What? Ann Lee deserves to be a top 5 contender at least. I really liked The Testament of Ann Lee. The Testament of Ann Lee was really good. And at least so far, I've not seen Hamnet, but of the best actress contenders that I've seen, Amanda Seyfried would be my pick to win lead actress. So crazy that Ann Lee just didn't even show up on the shortlist. I guess people just didn't get to watch. Or they just fucking hated the movie. Like, either they didn't see the film, or they just absolutely despised it. So, I don't know. Electricity was off, and I almost had a heart attack that I will miss the noms. Oh, well, good thing you didn't have a heart attack. We don't want you to die. I still like the songs, to be honest. Steven Schwartz still has it. I don't know. I, like... The new songs just didn't really match or feel, eh. Oh boy, oh boy, oh bone, oh bone, oh bone, oh mo, oh bone, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Ann Lee could show up for Seyfried. I have her at 7. The problem is, I don't know, I mean, I think I also have Amanda Seyfried at number 7 because no one else is just really compelling to me. Yeah. But that would mean that Chase Infinity gets snubbed, which I will say that would show weakness for one battle after another, so, So if, like, Chase Infinity was taken out in favor of Amanda Seyfried, I'd be like, I don't know, like, Ann Lee in screenplay? Nope. I'm not predicting that. No. Again, the movie is just dead in the water. I think the reason why No Other Choice will get snubbed is because... Oh, hold on. Let me just... I need to schedule this for about... Okay, so in about 10 minutes, this will switch over to being a members stream where we will react to the Oscar nominations together. And we will react to the Oscar nominations together, live, and, yeah. So, yeah. That's, and then, like I said, and that'll take like 5 minutes for questions, and then I'll get straight to editing. I'll end the stream then. And, you know, then I will set the then what I will do is edit the video and then put the edited reaction video publicly, so that, yeah. But still, except because Park Chan-wook in the WGA controversy, I don't think general voters really care about that. I don't think. His previous film, Decision to Leave, had so many wins and noms in award shows, but was snubbed at the Oscars. Problem, though, that was a murder mystery film, and I don't know, I think this is different. This is a much more palatable, Oscar-friendly film. Can we get a bye with an accident? Bye, or do you think it gets into the end? No, I do think Accident does get into Best Picture. It's come all the way so far. It has stumbled, and I don't think it's going to get like a director nomination, although maybe it still could. But however, I think it's just still in. It just doesn't make sense to miss out. Jessie Buckley winning Best Actress would make me so happy. I've been waiting for her to get recognition ever since I'm thinking of ending things. Yeah, she's really good. And again, I see Hamnet tomorrow, so I'm excited for that. Does Honora get in Best Picture this year? No, we're done with Honora. We're saying bye to Honora. I don't like No Place Like Home and Girl in the Bubble of fine, but I'm not going to remember that song. It's crazy for a movie that's had so many great songs in the first part, but the songs that in the first part have songs that are so bad in the second film. Yeah. I hope that Panahir Guillermo gets in. Oh yeah, Guillermo del Toro's done. He is done. He's not getting in. Because like the fact that he missed the BAFTA long list in favor of Ryan Coogler, again, that does excite me that Ryan Coogler is getting into the Oscars. Hopefully. But yeah. What would be the most shocking Best Picture snub in the realm of possibility? Within the realm of possibility. So something that could be like, I guess Begonia, if that missed, I would be shocked because it's like... Because, like, it made everything at this point, and people... I only say that because people still kind of doubt, or at least people were doubting Begonia, but it's like, at this point, it's like, I don't know, that'd be weird. And out of nowhere, Honora bypasses the nominations and wins Best Picture for the second straight year. I think the music branch is good on music branch. They'd love to see Ariana on stage. Well, I mean, I don't know. That didn't work for Taylor Swift. That didn't really work for Taylor Swift for any of her movie songs. It's like, do we really think that all works out? I don't think it really works that way. The music branch does have its favorites, but I don't know if it's like... their favorites are usually like Diane Warren or John Williams. It's like, I don't know about Ariana Grande. And plus, it's not like they're nominating Ariana Grande. It's like Ariana Grande would not be nominated for Girl in the Bubble. Like, it would only be Steven Schwartz nominated. Whew, we're almost at 15 minutes until Oscar nominations. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. Man, I am so nervous. I am so nervous. Would you be shocked if Accident missed? I'd be shocked, and also sad because Accident is like one of the best films of the year. Did you get to see any of the shorts before predictions? No, but I did predict the shorts. In case you don't know, I just copy what the Oscar expert did because I'm lazy. Don't be nervous. It's gonna be fun. Surprise us, Academy, in a good way. Oh, welcome back, Red Spice. Welcome back. God. I'm still, yeah. Since we have about less than 5 minutes until the public stream ends and the member stream starts, are we able to get any more super chats or memberships? Let's see if that can happen. Last year I sensed fuckery in the best picture category. I ended up being right as I'm Still Here got in. Oh, there's always some amount of fuckery going around. Demon Slayer has to be nominated. Oh, I don't think it's gonna happen. Cause like, you know, like, it's an anime action film. The Oscars never nominate those, and it's also like, it's also from a TV show, or at least it's a movie spinoff of a TV show, and I think that's just too. I just do not think the Oscars are gonna nominate it. I just do not think that's gonna happen. By the way, guys, if you want to be a member, if you want to stick around and watch my live reactions, then please consider becoming a member. For $2 a month, you get loyalty badges, members-only emojis, members-only videos, members shout-outs at the end of my videos, early access to Oscar predictions videos, and a lot of other videos as well. Just early access to videos before they go out publicly, members-only live chats, which I try to do every Monday, and members only Discord access. Again, in about 3 minutes, this is going to be transitioning over to a members only stream. So if you want to still watch at least the live reactions, again, I'm going to edit that reaction video down, into that reaction stream down into an actual public video to go out for everyone. But the actual live part of it and the interactivity of it, that's going to be that is going to be available for like that stream's going to be for members. Oh my God, Corey Thomas, thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you so much for becoming a member. See, that's what happens when you become a member. And see, like, there's even like the little Hannahcast, like Corey Thomas, they have a little Hannahcast emoji. That's like, you can get that when you're a member of the Hannahcast channel. So yeah, so go ahead and please become a member. They didn't go for the Simpsons movie at the time, even though every other precursor was fine with doing it. They really don't like TV show movies. That's right, exactly. They don't like it. They don't like movies based off of TV shows. Granted, this was a shame, because like the Simpsons movie I thought was like better than like almost all the competition, really. Hot take, I think the Simpsons movie is even better than Ratatouille. Oh my God, less than 2 minutes. We are less than 2 minutes away from this transitioning over to a member stream. Oh wait, I don't think any movie, TV show spinoff has ever gotten close to an Oscar nomination. Nope. And I know people are going to say, well, PGA nominated Demon Slayer. It's like, yeah, PGA nominated Demon Slayer because it made a lot of money. Of course they like movies that make money. What? Like that? Like they do not make, you know, they do not make. They do not make, you know, like they don't nominate big, you know. They don't nominate big. They don't nominate international films. Yo, thank you so much, Red Spice, for the gifted memberships. Luis Eduardo got a membership. Dolomite got a membership. Christelle Ballet got a membership. Upsteller got a membership. Corso got a membership. Thank you so much, Red Spice. Everyone, send blue Hannahcast heart emojis to Red Spice. And we're about 18 seconds away from this transitioning over to a live, like to a member stream. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bye, non-members. Please